Today I'm at Home Bargains looking at all their Christmas decorations, and we're starting off with Christmas lights. They've got lots of different lights ranging from £4.99 all the way up to about £30, so depending on what you want. They've also got these massive light bulbs here for £4.99. They've got a projector here, but I don't know if it's £9.99 or £14.99, so could be either. And also got a 4-foot light up Santa stop here as well. They've also got this LED tree topper, which I've not seen before, which I thought was really, really nice at £14.99. And you've also got some outside lights as well, ranging from £9.99 upwards. We don't have any outside Christmas lights, do you? Let me know in the comments. Over here, we do have some ribbon at £1.29. They've got gold and they've also got silver. So depending if you want any ribbon to wrap presents with. We don't use ribbon, but do you? Let me know. They've got these different gift tags for only 79p, and they've got some lovely tissue paper for Christmas as well for £1.29. Or you can make your own Christmas, I can't think what they're called, paper chains, that's what they're called, for £1.29. And then they've got all these lovely bags from 79p to 99p, or you can get smaller ones for 59p. More gift tags, more ribbons and bows, and everything you would need to decorate for your Christmas presents. Do you go mad on Christmas present wrapping or not? Let me know. And then we've got some Christmas cards, and these were 99p, and I think there was either 12 or 16 in a pack. They had the Santa one, they had the animal one, and then they've got this nice Christmassy one as well. They're 99p for 16 of them. You also had these boxes, these little tiny gift card boxes as well. If you're going to do one of those chocolate things where you cut the box and they open up, they'd be really good for that. And then you've got more gift tags and some money wallets. If you're giving money or vouchers over, it's a nicer way of giving it at 99p. And here you have 3 different size gift bags for £1.29, which I thought was really good. If you need a range of different gift bags, you can buy those. It's really take your pick with the gift bags. They've got all different sizes and shapes and everything that you would need. And then again, you've got more ribbon, you've got more bows and everything you need, and ho 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 Santa gift bags as well, and more cards here, a little bit more fun, I would say, for polar bears and penguins. And then you've got these kid ones here, which are charity ones, the T-Rex, and you've also got a cat, and they are 99p per packet, and that goes to charity, which I think is always a good thing to have. I think I was searching to see if there's any more, but there wasn't. It was just those ones there. So they are 99p for 16 cards. And then up the top here, you have got these wooden gift tags. I thought they were really nice and reusable as well. 3 of them, they're all wooden ones. I think they were like £1.29. No, £2.99, sorry, £2.99. And then again, you've got some more bags here of 3 different sizes. So if you do need gift bags, Home Bargains is one place that I would recommend going, because they've got gift bags everywhere. And then this is your gift tag kind of selection. So everything you would need to do a gift tag kit, £1.99. So I didn't think that was too bad a price. More cards here, 99p. These have got Westies on as well. Or you can have these dog ones if you wanted to. They also had some really nice family cards. I got this one for my eldest niece. The other niece one, wasn't really my youngest niece kind of thing. So I have to look for that. They've got son, they've got sister, daughter, wife, mum. They've got all sorts of different cards, and they ranged from 59p all the way up to 99p. So that's quite cheap for cards, because I find Christmas cards can get quite expensive these days. So if you are looking for cheap cards, if you do Christmas cards, then do go and have a look in Home Bargains. I picked these ones up for my son for his school friends. They were 99p, and there's 32 cards in a pack. And these ones are for charity as well. So I picked those up because he's got 23 people in his class. So 32 cards give me a few extra if he makes any mistakes. And then you've got some more paper chain things here that you could do for your kids to do as well, to keep them busy. More tissue paper, and you've got the superhero gift bags. Moving on to crackers. These were £2.99 a box of 6. And they had a little toy and a hat and a joke and a sticker, I think, in them. And they had all different different ones. The ones at the bottom, which I'll get to in a minute, these were $3.99, and I think they were $3.99 because they were foil wrapped rather than the paper wrapped ones. So these are $2.99 and the foil wrap ones are $3.99. But the same thing is in each cracker. I think I showed what was in there. Yeah, so that is in every one, whether it's a foil wrap or not. That's what you get in those crackers. And then you had some other ones here for £3.49, maybe a little bit more grown up, and maybe you could get the other ones for the kids and these ones for the adults if you wanted to. And again, it just had some little cards in there, I think. I don't think it was much, just some little cards. But they were nice. You had silver ones as well, depending on what decoration you've got for your table setup. And you had these like brown, goldy paper ones as well. And they've all got the same kind of things in them too. And these were £3.49 each. And again, lots of different ones that you could pick from. Now, these ones are your luxury crackers. It's buy 2 for £10. So there was a lot of different ones that you could pick. Again, depending on your taste or depending on what you like. And they had baking items in there. Each one was the same, but it just depends on which you prefer. My mum was just checking to see if they had the same in there. So you had the white ones, the silver ones, the red ones. You had all different ones, and they all had the same items in each cracker, and it was 2 for £10 on those, which I thought was not a bad deal. And then just over on the side, you have £12.99, like a tree holder if you wanted one of those. Moving on to their Christmas trees, you got 6-foot Christmas trees, 7-foot Christmas trees, and I think there was an 8-foot one as well. So the 6-foot one was $49.99, and then they go upwards. So obviously the 8-foot one is going to be much bigger. You also had this 2-meter Christmas tree that is a pre-lit tree, but it goes outside, and that was, I think that's $49.99. Or you just got some basic 6-foot trees here that you can have if that's what you wanted. You've got these light up trees here, $19.99, and then you've got your outdoor trees too, which are $33.99. I guess they can go indoor and outdoor, couldn't they, really? What would you do? Do you have all these outside as well, or just in? Here I thought was something different, a wooden tree skirt. So it goes in like a little wooden box, that very Christmassy. That was $24.99. And then you have your light up stars here at $19.99 as well. Or you can have the Christmas trees. Again, we don't usually do this stuff. We just decorate inside the house. And then you've got these LED lights, but I think you could probably have them all year round, not just Christmas. And then you had wrapping paper. So you had Spider-Man wrapping paper, and you also had the Hulk wrapping paper. If I took that out, everything would have fell down. Alphabet wrapping paper. And then you had some stars, or you had the red car. I love the red car at Christmas. It really shouts Christmas to me. Or you just had the snowman, Mrs. Claus, or like traditional Christmas. You could have candy cane stripes. There was so much, and they were 4 meters or 12 meters, and they started at 99p, I think, and worked its way upwards. So depending on how much you wanted. Also had some gift wrap packs, which had tags and tissue paper and 3 rolls of wrapping paper. They had different ones, and they were $3.99 each. So do you wrap everything in the same paper, or do you just swap and change? I did like the candy cane one. I thought that was quite fun to have as well. So let me know what your wrapping is like. Is it all the same paper, or is it different? I picked up a couple of packets of these stickers, the Festive Fun stickers. I'm going to put them on the back of my son's school friends' Christmas cards. And they're great to have for stocking fillers and Christmas Eve boxes. Then we had some of these big packets of decorations and bows and ribbons at $6.99, LED candles for 99p, and you had balloon trees and balloon arches for only $4.99. The bigger arch, I think, was a bit more expensive, but the light was on it, so I couldn't see the price. And then you've got these wreaths as well, which I find a bit boring. These a bit more colour, but you know, you could add those in. And then you had this like pom-pom tree, which was $9.99. I suppose if you really don't like Christmas, that's a way of compromising. Not really my thing, but let me know if it's yours. And you had these big, massive bows. They range from $1.99 down up to £10, I think. Lots of different bows to put on the door. Great for a teenager's room, maybe, if you wanted to decorate it a bit Christmassy, but they didn't want it. Maybe like a velvet bow on the door would make the house look nice. Tree toppers as well. It's Christmas tree toppers. And then you've got some more bows, but that says £1.99, but it doesn't feel like it should be. Anyway, let me know. And then obviously you've got some more decorations. You've got more baubles here, and then you had all different size ones. So these are the large ones for £3.99. You had smaller ones for £1.49, and they come in all different colours, as you'll see as the video goes on. And then you had more packet ones, so not just like single rows, but you had bigger packet ones as well, and they were £2.49. Or you could buy a big massive tub of them for £7.99. If you're starting over again, then getting one of those will really be helpful. And then you've got these wreath things to put on the mantelpiece, and there's the other colours that you can get, pink or blue. What colour is your Christmas? Let me know in the comments. What colour do you have Christmas? These are little trees. Personally, I don't like them. What do you think? £7.99, not my thing. I don't like them at all, but let me know what you think of them. And then you've got more baubles here. You've got white, you've got red. Again, what colour is your Christmas? I don't even know what colour ours is. It changes every year. And then you've got the bigger ones, and you can buy packets of them as well for £7.99 for a big pack. If you're starting over from scratch at Christmas, it's a really good deal to get, I think. And then you've got all your like little bits and pieces of decorations. It felt like people just kind of chopped it on. It wasn't in any order. Anyway, moving on, you've got these stocking holders, reindeers for £4.99. Then you've got these bell wreaths here for £12.99. I found that really expensive, or is that just me? The smaller one was £4.99. And you also had these decorations with the lettering, but all of them were Y. Just a Y. But £1.49. There was no other letters. And again, you've got that bit there, which is just full of bits and pieces. You've got a tree skirt if you've got a massive tree, an 8-foot arch. That was £79.99. And then you've got a different one there, and they go down to 7 foot as well. Then you have the snowmen, the light up snowmen that you have in your garden. Again, we don't do that. But that was £49.99. Or you could get a smaller one for £34.99. Or you could get the lamppost as well, which the lamppost was quite cool. And that is £29.99 just there. I do like this lamppost though. I love this lamppost. I think that's really pretty. And that was £39.99, that one. And then you've got this pre-lit wreath, which I've not seen before, and that was £29.99. Then you've got tinsel. Does anybody still use tinsel? We don't, but we used to have it everywhere in the 90s. And then I've picked up a couple of rolls of this for my son to wrap his presents in the Mickey Mouse wrapping paper this year. That was 99p a roll. And then you've obviously got all the Home Bargains Disney stuff. So you got this Mickey Bauble wreath, which was £11.99. You've got these tumblers here. They are £2.99. They're Mickey Mouse ones. My son absolutely loves it. Wants to take it to school. I said no, I haven't even bought him one, but he's asking to take one to school. The Mickey and Minnie Ho 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 Christmas sign, and then there's some gift tags as well, and I've picked some of these up for my son too, only 59p. You've got a plate bowl and mug there, some cups with the little Santa hat with Mickey Mouse, and the advent calendar for Mickey for £9.99. And then you've got Mickey and Minnie tea towels as well. They are £3.99 each, and I love these tissue paper, pink for Minnie and white and red for Mickey. I think they're £1.79. They are lovely. And then finally, you've got these baubles here with all the characters, which I think I might buy my son if the budget will allow, because I know he will love them. And then you've got these cones here. The candy cane is again in Home Bargains. Home Bargains do love a candy cane theme. You've got some little decorations here, the hot chocolate decoration as well. Not my kind of thing. I like traditional more than that, but let me know what you like. And then you've obviously got the snowman with a little scarf. That's £9.99, and a nutcracker. B&M is the best for nutcrackers. And then you've got another wreath for £14.99 and another gonk stocking holder. And then here you've got a pre-lit skirt, tree skirt for £9.99. I love this Nutcracker music box, and you've obviously got the Santa Stop Here First and a Gonk one as well. So I thought they were good. They are £1.09p, I think that says. And that lovely little Santa on the present gift is $14.99. And then this was just felt. Maybe in a little kid's room or something, you could do that. You could put that in a little baby's room or something just to have some fun. But it was just felt. I can't remember how much that was, sorry. And then you've got these gingerbread cones and the elf hats at £12.99. It's polystyrene wrapped in felt. I don't see the point in £12.99, but that's just me. More little drum decorations and more bows and everything else, and they are £4.99. See, they're £4.99 there, but around the corner they were £1.99, so very confusing home bargains. More candy cane wreaths just there as well, and then you also see, but then it says £1.99. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. I don't know. Let me know. I love the pink reindeer. Always have loved that pink reindeer. It's beautiful. Cupcake decorations. I don't like these kind of decorations, like donuts and ice lollies. It doesn't scream Christmas to me. I don't understand it. They're £2.49. Let me know if you're the same. I understand the candy cane at Christmas, but I don't understand donuts and ice lollies and all that kind of stuff. I do like the little scarves. They're £2.99 to decorate the snowman or do some decorations with. I thought that was really, really cool. And then obviously you got the candy sweets again, and you've also got a candy cane tree skirt. So are you a candy cane decoration fan? Let me know. And then you've got the little owl snowman. It's not an owl, is it? It's a snowman. And then you've got the polar bear there. They're £6.99 each. And you've also got these lampposts, which I thought was really nice. They're £14.99. And then you've also got the hot air balloon for £12.99 as well, which is really, really nice. Then you've got these candle holders too. So you can have the little tea light ones, or this one has got bigger places for candles to put in. They're £14.99 each. A great centerpiece if you've got a big table. That one's £9.99, but the one underneath was £14.99. And you can get some acorns if you want to put that in if you're making your own table centerpiece for £2.49. And you got these little ski decorations. I think they're like £1.49 each. And then the big candy cane baubles for £7.99. This little star is £1.99, but I couldn't find a price for the big one. But I don't like it in black. I prefer it in gold. And you've got a gingerbread house advent calendar for £19.99. No, it's not really for me, but it is nice if you like that kind of thing. And obviously then you've got your reindeer for £8.99. These are really pretty centerpieces. So like a wreath with a candle lantern in, and it's an LED candle. They are £9.99 each. And then down at the bottom, you got some tea light holders, which are £2.99. I just don't like the fact that they're black. That puts me off. And a frosted glass lantern. Now we're coming into the Grinch cushion, £14.99. There's a lot of Grinch stuff here. You've also got a Grinch chocolate lolly. It's not really a chocolate lolly, it's just like a chocolate. 59p. You can get them in green as well. You get a Grinch activity pack with colouring and puzzles and everything else for £1.99. Or you could get a Grinch Rubik's Cube. That's £1.99 as well. If you are doing a Grinch 1st of December box, go there. £2.99 for a pad and pen, and 16 Christmas cards. I think now £1.49 as well. So yeah, 1st December box. If you want to do the Grinch one, go to Home Bargains. Dog dental treats here, and you've got the dog advent calendar for £4.99 as well. 99p for Grinch candy floss. Picked my son up some of this because he loves it, and I also picked him up some of these a few weeks ago. It's Grinch chocolate, and you can even get a Grinch advent calendar for £1.25. Then you've got your hot chocolate bombs. You've got green ones, or you've got chocolate ones, are £1.99. For £2.99, you've got a Grinch biscuit tin with shortbread biscuit inside it. Or you can buy a decorating kit and you can decorate your own Grinch. You can also get a Grinch Christmas Eve hamper. It's got a mug and some fluffy socks and hot chocolate and marshmallows. And you could even get a Grinch bath bomb. So give them a Christmas Eve box before a bath. They can have their bath bomb, and then they can just watch the Grinch for Christmas Eve if that's what they want. Bags for presents and a huge stocking, Grinch stocking, and that is £7.99. If you are a massive Grinch fan, this is the place to go. Stickers to put in a Christmas Eve box or a stocking, a little wind-up toy, again, Christmas Eve box, stocking, or 1st of December box, and a Grinch eye mask. You could go Grinch crazy. You really could. For $3.99, you can get this Grinch hat. I will warn you, my son tried it on, his hair turned green. There was so much green fluff in his hair after. It took me ages to get it out. Grinch socks. I don't know how much the kids' one were, but the ladies, were $2.99 for Grinch socks. And you could get slippers. They started from £5 and went up. Obviously, adults are going to be more expensive. And then you've got pyjamas, matching pyjamas. So from little babies to toddlers to kids, obviously you can get a Grinch Christmas jumper as well. That's £10 for the Christmas jumper. All the way up to adults with the Grinch Christmas pyjamas, if that's something that you want to do. Other pyjamas they had was Polar Express. They had all the slippers, but unfortunately they didn't have many pyjamas there. But they did have Mickey and Minnie ones, which I thought was brilliant. They're little snoodies, and I love a snoodie. So these are £10 each, and again they had different sizes, so you could do a family matching one if you wanted to. We don't do that anymore, don't see the point, but let me know if you do family matching pyjamas. Also, you've got mini slippers, and you have Jack Skellington snoodies and zip-up hoodies and pyjamas and things, again, if that's the kind of thing that you like. If you don't want to do that, you can just do basic Christmas. So you got the blue ones here, again, all in different sizes, so easy to do family matching ones or just kid matching ones. It's up to you. If you don't want to do that, you could always do the tartan ones as well, which are just as nice and possibly could wear all year round rather than just at Christmas. And these were £13 for adults, so obviously they will go down in price for the smaller ones. You also have some white ones here as well, which were very, very pretty. I like those. Or if you've got a newborn, you can dress them up as a Christmas pudding if you wanted to. Moving on to the blankets. I love a Christmas blanket. I really do. They're £12.99. They were so soft and fluffy. You had them in red, in grey, and you had them in green as well. My son would have the green, I would have the red. You also could decorate your bedrooms by having Christmas bedding. Do you have Christmas bedding? Let me know. So these are £4.99 for a single bed, but obviously if you want a bigger bed, you're going to have to pay a little bit more money. And then you have cushions. So we have the Christmas pudding cushion, which has a little face on as well. These are all £5.99. You have a gonk one at £6.99. And I think that one is a Santa hat one there. That is £5.99. And at the bottom, you have a snowman one for £7.99 for the cushions. Moving on to the clothes, we have lots of Christmas jumpers here, and they start from £7-8 and they work their way up. So it depends what kind of Christmas jumper you want. Will you be using your last year's Christmas jumper or buying a new one? I love this one for my nieces. I think they would look lovely in it. My son will probably like the rocket one or the dinosaur one, but they're still really cool. I really like the red one with Rudolph and the sunglasses. That one just there. I think that's so cool. Also, the adult Christmas jumpers. This is too much for me. That's too loud. That's too much for me. This is more me. I love this one. What about you? Do you like the loud or the cream one? This was £14 for an adult one. Or are you going to go full elf? Full elf. I think that was £14 as well. £15, sorry, that one was £15. And then you've got the little Santa outfits to dress up newborns or little ones. I did dress up my son as Father Christmas for his very first Christmas, and it was my niece's first Christmas as well, and they dressed her up too. So I've got the perfect photo of both of them dressed up by the tree looking like Santa. You then have costumes, £7.99 for the adult elf one, get the female one or the male one, and then only £4.99 for a Santa costume, which I thought was really good. This is a light up necklace, with all the little baubles on and lights on, if that's your thing, £1.49. And then reindeer antlers for £1.29 if you need to take your kid to school and need to look Christmassy. You could even buy the reindeer ones with a flashy nose if they like that. Or it's a plain Santa hat for £1.49. Moving on to candles. I love candles at Christmas. Mulled wine, gingerbread. Gingerbread's my favourite. I love the smell of gingerbread. This is lovely. It's £14.99. It's a bauble candle, and when the candle's all burnt down, then you have the bauble. It's so lovely. You also have advent calendars. The £3.99 one is wax melts, the £7.99 one is candles. So that was nice. And then on to baking, you've got baking trays, you've got Christmas baking boxes. If you are baking this year or giving gifts, then you can present it in this. And this is also little treat bags if you want to give some little treats out, like brownie bites or something. These are napkin holders. They are £4.99. You can get them in gold and silver. You'll see the silver ones in a little bit. This tree glass jar to fill up with sweets or just to have as a decoration. I'm not sure how much that is. The placemats here, there are only 2 and it is £3.99, which I thought was a little bit expensive, but maybe not. Balloon arches, balloon trees in candy cane colours, £4.99. And if you're doing a cake mould, you can have the Christmas tree, the gingerbread man, or the candy cane. And you've also got your cookie cutters as well, if you are going to make some Christmas biscuits. You also got some cupcake holders here. They are 99p, and this Santa thing is a wine bottle wraparound. So you wrap it around your wine bottle, great way to give it to someone as a gift. And then you have these tablecloths that are ranging from £6.99 up, depending on how big your table is. You also have table runners and table mats all in the same colour. So you can have it all matching, or you can mix and match it, maybe red with gold or gold and silver, or whatever you would like to have. So again, this is a table runner at £2.99, and this is a tablecloth at £5.99, and some tablecloths go up to £7.99, £8.99, depending on how big you want the tablecloth. So there's lots there, as you can see, to choose from, which I think is a really good offer. Because you're not just limited to one thing, you can go there and have a look at everything. These are little glass bauble drinks. They're £1.49. I bought them a few years back. And then you've got this table serving mat of the Christmas tree as well, if you want that. That is £1.99. And then again, you've got some more table mats here, but £3.99 for only 2 of them. And these are some napkin holders at £4.99. You've got Christmas tree glasses at £2.99, which I thought was actually quite a good deal. Or you can get the smaller ones here for £1.99. Down at the bottom, you've got paper cups. If you've got kids and you don't want anything to get smashed, you can use these, only 89p. Or if you're having a party, a cheers for beer tankard is £1.99. If great gift, fill it up with some chocolate and sweets or a beer. 99p for these cups, bargain. And then for the taller cups, £3.99. You've got the gingerbread house or the Christmas movie checklist. I already have one of them, but I do like the gingerbread one. Or you've got these mugs as well. Are you a Christmas mug person? Let me know. I definitely am. I love a Christmas mug. And then you've got the little Alf ones here. If you've got little ones, they can have their hot chocolates in these. They're £2.99. And then more tablecloths, but if you've got little ones, these are wipe clean tablecloths, which are great if you've got little kids, and then nothing is going to get stained. So I always have a wipe clean tablecloth when I got all 3 kids here, because it's going to be much easier to clean it. With the tablecloths, you can actually get the table mats as well, and they all match. So you can get the matching tablecloth with the matching table mats if you wanted to. So you had the Christmas one there, you've got the candy cane one just here, and I think there is the silver snowflake one as well, depending on what one you would like to have. And they are £3.99, but you get 4 of them. You also got this serving plate, this gingerbread house serving plate as well. I really like that. I can't remember how much that was. And then you've got some shaped paper plates here as well. Again, if you've got a party or little kids, it's going to be much easier to have that, or just basic plain paper plates. You got these little plastic glasses for £1.29. Plastic glasses, they're plastic beakers. And you've got your Christmas Eve Santa plate as well for 99p. These tablecloths are colour in. So to keep the kids occupied, you can brick some crayons on a table with this and they can colour it in themselves. And you've got a gingerbread apron for £5.99 if you do any cooking or baking and the little ones want to help you get them an apron. These beakers here are 79p, but I think they are glass, so do check that. And you've got the plastic plate there for £1.29, which is going to be much easier easier to have. You got these tumblers here are £1.99, I think they were. Yeah, £1.99. The Mickey Mouse ones are £2.99 because obviously it's Mickey Mouse, but these are £1.99. These are £1.29, and again, they're great to have milk in, but I think they are glass, so maybe make sure that they're not too small or they're not left unattended to break them. But they're £1.29. Or you've got these plastic beakers are £1.49. Or you can get a jar. I love the Santa and the Elf jar. They're only £2.99. Get your kids to write their Christmas letters to Santa, only 99p for a pack, which is really, really good. And then you've got little notepads here to write their Christmas lists in. They're £1.99. And then you've also got the Christmas Wish Peter Rabbit book for £1.99 as well. Now, all these books in Home Bargains, they are a range of different ages and a range of prices. So they can start from 69p and go all the way up to £2.49. We've also got Christmas colouring books, and you've got an Alf on the Shelf activity book and a search and find Alf on the Shelf, like Where's Wally. I would say that's a bit more for older kids. When I bought it for my son a few years back, it was too old for him. You can also buy a house, which kids can colour in, which is great. Then you've got your stockings here. I love a traditional stocking. A £2.99 Christmas Eve box. If you don't want to do one yourself, you can just buy one from Home Bargains and maybe just add a few little extra bits in if you want some extra things. And then you've got your Alf on the Shelf. Who's doing it this year? Let me know in the comments if you do Alf on the Shelf. We do. We love it. There'll be a video coming out. And you've got some socks as well for kids, and some really fluffy ones as well with some little characters on at £1.50, and I think the bigger ones are £2 or something. So, but yeah, £2 for those ones there. But they're nice, warm, fluffy socks. Then, of course, we can't forget the dogs, can we? So these are big dog toys, and then we've got the big candy cane at £4.99 as well. I thought they're great. I thought they were really, really cool. If you've got a big dog, maybe not for a little dog. And then you've got all these Christmas treats as well from £2.99. Some of them are 69p, some of them are £4.99. So it depends what you want to get your dog, because they are family too, aren't they? And then you've obviously got a tin of dog treats for £3.49. Turkey flavoured gravy bones. Toby loves these. They're £1.50. Santa S'mores for £1.59. And you can get a selection box as well. You can also get a dog biscuit wreath. How cool is that? £4.99 for that. And you get a dog advent calendar for £2.99 too. Also, you could get a pedigree selection box for £3.50. So plenty of dog treats there to spoil your little ones. And then obviously, if you want to dress them up for Christmas, you can. There's plenty of different costumes here that you can use to dress your dog up for Christmas, to keep him warm or her warm on your walks with each other. And you also got little dicky bows, which I thought was so cute. So yeah, dicky bows for the dogs in your life. And then obviously, we can't forget the cats. Pet socks. Need to keep their paws warm, don't we? A hamper box training treats as well for £9.99, especially if you've got a new dog. And 2 mince pies for £2.99 too. And then obviously you've got all your squeaky toys that you need as well for the dogs. So you can't go wrong. Moving on to the cat stuff, because we can't forget the cats. We can't forget them. There's a lot more stuff for dogs than there are for cats. Can't forget the advent calendar, and you put your own treats in. That will save you a lot of money. A cat selection box, or advent calendar at the bottom, and a selection box just above. And then you've got all the toys and everything else for the cats too. So here again, dog treats. So there's a lot more for dogs than there are for cats. But let me know in the comments, are you a dog or a cat person? I love both, but if I had to choose, I would choose a dog. I'm a dog person through and through. And then you've also got some toys here for the cats, and you've got a selection box for the cats as well. So that is everything. A few more dog treats that you can see. But there's another video coming on Home Bargains next week as well with the gifts and the food. So don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss that. If you've enjoyed this video, do give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to all future videos. I hope you have a good morning, good day, good evening. See you on